Hello, and welcome to another BNT unboxing video. Today we're taking a look at a very new type of game for me. A Super Famicom game directly from Japan. Yes, I ordered this off eBay from a seller in Japan. Super simple. Somehow it had free shipping, $21 with free shipping. I don't know how that guy makes any money, but that's awesome for me. But what we have is BattleTech, solid 3D simulation of mech combat. We'll do a quick look at what comes in the box of a Super Famicom game and do a little bit of gameplay, take a look at everything and see this complete package. First, as you can see, it differs from a Super Nintendo game, a North American Super Nintendo game, as it's a horizontal box versus vertical box, which is kind of cool. It has the same aspects of the spine, has some information on it. You have your back picture. What is very interesting, and this is my first Super Famicom game, so this may be a normal thing for Japanese games, but as you can tell, a lot of this game in the cover is in English. So I'll get a little closer. I mean, everything up here is in English, other than this title right here, which I'm assuming says BattleTech of some variant. Which is very interesting that it's in English. On the back, it's more Japanese. It does say for sale and use in Japan only. And that is also in Japanese, presumably. But it really surprised me that we have there's English and Japanese characters on here. Whatever, it helps me out. I don't know Japanese, so that was super awesome. Let's open up and see what's inside and continue from there. Inside we have the manual. It's again a similar format as the box and its horizontalness. The Super Nintendo games are in the same format as this as well, but this one's actually a much smaller dimensional wise than a Super Nintendo manual. But it has all the stuff in it. But it's all, I mean, start, practice, stereo, I mean, that's all in English, which is very strange to me. Everything else in here is in Japanese, so I have no idea what it's saying. It took me quite a while not quite a while, but probably 20 minutes or so to figure out how to do things, just because I can't read any part of this manual. Another thing that is in English, and again, don't know why, is all the weapons. All the weapons are in English, and their abbreviation is in English as well. The description of them isn't, but the weapons themselves are in English, so that made figuring things out a little on the easy side. Then we have what I'm going to assume is the consumer information booklet-esque item, probably saying, I'm guessing it's something along the lines of make sure it's plugged in before use or properly grounded. And then we have this piece of paper, which I'm going to venture and say it's the registration card, mainly because it has a location for a stamp and what appears to be an address. Then we have the game, the cartridge. Here's the cartridge. It looks legit, but again, I don't even know how you open it. There's no screws on here. I mean, if you've never seen a Super Famicom game, it's a little more rounded than a Super Nintendo game, but otherwise it's pretty much the same. I think the label's a little bit bigger and it doesn't fold up on the top, so you don't have the name on the spine. That's pretty much the only difference. Another difference is that the cardboard tray is plastic. And all this stuff fits in the tray, and the manual fits on top. So again, very organized. I really like the organization of this game. Now into gameplay. Gameplay, again, it was a little tricky trying to figure things out because I can't read any of it. But once I figured out, you click on the little Met robot, and there's an icon for buy, and there's question marks. You click on the question marks, and you can go and repair or upgrade your current mech. Buy would be if you want to buy a new vehicle. You don't start up enough money to buy a new one, but you do have enough to do some upgrades, like upgrade to your armor, or I think you can upgrade. So you start with machine gun and small lasers. And you can upgrade to medium lasers, large lasers, And then there's 6 different types of missiles. There's small, medium, and large missiles, and then there's small, medium, large missiles with heat-seeking. And then there's like a pulse cannon, I think. I forget. I have found that the missiles work the best, heat-seeking. But when you first start out, you do have enough that you can buy small missiles. I may be doing it wrong, but it seems like there's a way to lock on to the opponent. And when I tried to do that, things went bad. I just smashed the button and fired as many missiles as I could. It was a successful mission. And after each mission, if you were successful in blowing up and defeating the 2, 3, 4 mechs that are you're in the arena with, you get X amount of money. And then you can repair, upgrade, or buy new stuff for your mech. It is really neat that you have this, they call it a heads-up display, so it is at the bottom of the screen, but it shows you what weapon you're using, so you can select through whatever, if you have a machine gun, laser, missiles, select through them, and it'll tell you how much you have left. Lasers and machine gun, I think, is unlimited ammunition, and the missiles, it will have a count of how many you have left. And then there's a radar where the opponent is, and then there's a little line drawing of your mech, and I think that shows you what damage you have. Usually, by the time I notice it, I'm either dead or the game's over, or I won the battle. So, I haven't looked at that too closely, but it does have all these aspects. The one thing I don't like, and it's completely based on the hardware capabilities of the time, but the mech robots are all 3D modeled. The buildings and everything is essentially a line drawn on the ground, flat on the ground. And you start off by flying into the arena, and you can kind of make out, oh, here's some buildings and here's where stuff is, but when you get on the ground, it's just a flat plane, almost similar to Super Mario Kart. The track is just flat. There's nothing really sticks up above the ground. So you can't hide behind buildings. If you do walk into water, you are, chest deep in the water. So that's kind of neat. And you can still fire your missiles, but the missiles are in the water and they pop up if they have heat seeking. So there is a scale going on if you're on land versus in the water. But you can't hide behind buildings. You can't blow buildings up. But besides that, it's a fun game. The trick is just smash the fire button. Don't just lay down and hit as hard as you can on that missile button. You'll take them out. You're good as gold. But yeah, this is the first Super Famicom game I've acquired, and that concludes all my thoughts. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please check out some of my other videos. Lots of videos on Super Nintendo, N64, a few on Game Boy Advance, not too many, like 1 or 2. Yeah, I got a problem. Please join the problem, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.